Hey, what's going on, guys? Right, it's Mark, and I'm back. First of all, Happy New Year. I hope everyone's had a good Christmas and New Year period. I thought that the best thing to kick the year off would be who are the best people to copy in 2021. First of all, just a little disclaimer before I get this going. I'm not going to actively recommend anyone, so I'm not going to say you should follow X, Y, Z. I'm also going to not say don't copy this person. I'm just going to tell you what my opinions are and what I would look out for if I was copying someone. I don't actively copy anyone at the moment, just because I'd rather have control of my own money and be responsible for it. But if I was, these are the sorts of things that I'd look out for, and I just thought I'd share these and hopefully they're helpful. If you disagree with any of them, then let me know in the comments, whether it be Etoro, Instagram, or on YouTube, and just let me know what you look out for, and I'll quite happily go back and forth, and we can discuss it from there. But the first thing that I would look for, which I think should be kind of, I hope that everyone does it, and it should be kind of staple, is just a track record of the person. So by track record, what I mean is, ideally I'd be looking at 2 or 3 years, maybe 5. Definitely wouldn't be like a few months. So if we just go on the copy people section, I'm just going to grab Wesley as an example. I hope he doesn't mind. If he even sees this, who knows. But someone like Wesley, for example, has been trading since 2015, and he's been pretty consistent since 2015 with some crazy returns, bar 2018, but you can't really complain with the numbers he's done. But I would argue that 5 years or 6 years of good returns is enough track record for him to demonstrate that he can be responsible with your money and get a decent return on it. Obviously, past results isn't 100% accurate indicator on future results, right? But it would be enough for me to feel confident measuring. It would be a good enough measure for me to copy someone like Wesley. And what you can do to measure a track record as well, just for example's sake, is if you go into this copy people section, you can put the gained at least, and then whatever percentage you're looking for, and then over what time frame. So if I put 20% over the last 2 years, it'd be 10% a year. 2 years, 10% a year is you probably get some pretty risk-free people to copy off the back of that. But anyway, the second thing I would look at is what they've been investing in. So what I mean by that is, you can see here on the copy people, you can see who invests in what market, and you can pick different markets, right? Currencies, cryptos, commodities, etc. But what I mean by that is these crazy like anomaly stocks, right? Like Tesla, for example. So that's done 720% in a year. So this is the points 2 and 3 are kind of linked. So what they're trading. So if you look at someone's portfolio, right, and you're interested in copying them, again, it's my opinion. You can disagree if you want. And you see that they've been trading Tesla and they've had some crazy returns. I would argue that I'd want to see more from that person, just because anyone could have bought Tesla, right? I mean, obviously you have to pick the stock, and maybe they've done their research and this sort of stuff. This is why you got to look at other things. But anyone could have bought Tesla a year ago and 7x their money, which kind of links into position size as well, which is point number 3. I'd want to see what their position sizes are, because if someone has 50% of their money in Tesla, I would argue that they have piss poor risk management, and they've just kind of fluked their way into a crazy return, assuming they have crazy returns. So I wouldn't feel comfortable putting my money in with something like that. So what I'd look for is someone who's trading a variety of stocks, or if they're very niche and specialist, then someone who has their position sizes where they're actively managing the portfolio, not just kind of whacking 100% into everything, if that makes sense. So yeah, in regards to what they're invested in, I just want to see that they're investing in things that aren't just these like crazy unicorn stocks that have excelled and they've had a good year. So that kind of ties in with track record, right? So you want a track record, consistent, decent position sizes. Really, position sizes should be like 1 or 2% of the portfolio is what the theory is. But also the frequency of trades. Now, this could be one that people disagree on. I would be a bit nervous if someone was bouncing in and out of trades all the time. I know that some people, that might be their trading style, and they might be trading on like a short time frame and bouncing in and out. But for me personally, that would put me on edge a little bit too much. I think the kind of final point is what I'd be looking for is someone who sticks to their outlined strategy. So, right, for example, in here, a lot of popular investors will have their strategy there. So that's the one that I've got written in there. And then, where is it? Right, okay, so this guy, this Olivier, so you can see that he has his strategy in his like portfolio description, or his description. What is this bit called? Description of himself? Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, I would look for them to stay consistent with that. So if they keep flip-flopping in and out of that and changing their mind, and 1 minute they're long-term hold and hodl and all that, and then the next minute they're like, oh, I'm actually gonna close this position and short this and XYZ, then that would make me that would turn me off a bit as well. So because I've been a bit all over the place, just to summarize, I look for a track record, 2 to 3 years, consistent returns. I'd look at the ability to trade a variety of assets, or like subsets within like the assets, so like lots of different stocks rather than just one stock consistently and that sort of thing. I would also look at position sizes, frequency of trades, and just consistency with their claimed methods of achieving decent returns. So that's the summary, really. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things? 5 things on what to look out for. And a lot of this stuff you can filter on the copy portfolio. So I do have a different video on how to break this down, but I might do one again in the future. So I hope that was helpful. If you disagree with anything, let me know. If there's certain things that you look for that you feel like I've missed, again, let me know. I'm actually kind of interested. I'm super interested to know what people actually look for in popular investors, because there's so many now as well. I don't know if anyone's like been on the platform before, but I remember a time when I'm old man. I remember a time when this wasn't such a crazy thing. I feel like everyone and their grandma is like a popular investor, or at least got the blue star, or, you know. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope everyone has a good 2021. I'll be pretty regular with these, so if you enjoyed this sort of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share. And if you want to chat about anything, I'm always available. You can reach me on Etoro, YouTube, Instagram, the whole lot. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll probably catch you guys some other time. Bye.